we're going to review Miitomo a little bit.
Review Miitomo.
Miitomo.
I don't know what that is. We're doing our own Miitomo song.
Yeah. So, Nintendo finally launched their first mobile app, and it's called Miitomo. We've covered it here on the podcast before.
Put it on right now.
And it's interesting because I don't think anyone expected Nintendo to launch an outright social network, which is what they did.
It's not a game.
No, it's not a game. So what Miitomo is, what Miitomo isn't is a game. What it is a social network that is similar to Ask FM that allows for conversation threads. So what you do is, where the name comes from, is that you create a Mii using the same sort of Mii creator that you would use in Nintendo's game Tomodachi Life, which was a sort of Sims-light interaction game.
There's Pat.
So you import your Mii, you link your Nintendo account, or you don't if you don't have one, you make your little character, and it will ask you to answer a question, and you answer the question. Then your friends, which you populate your friends list by linking it to a Twitter or Facebook account and mutual follows, and we'll get to the problem with this in a minute.
Problems.
Yeah. You can then invite your friends who have already downloaded Miitomo based on mutual follows or friendships. And what will happen then is, when they go to visit you in your room and they talk to you, you will see the questions that they have answered. And you can then comment on them or like them and create a discussion or throw
You start like a thread.
Yeah,
discussion thread. People can come in, other people.
And it's fun. Then usually when you leave or right when you get there, they'll ask you another question. So you create another topic of discussion for people to comment on when they come visit you. The whole thing is kind of adorable and a lot of fun. There's a shop that you use coins for that you can earn by answering and asking questions. To buy outfits and clothes, you earn game tickets for a Plinko-style game where you can...
you win more outfits or candy, right?
Yeah, you win more outfits or candy. Candy is used to ask more questions. Basically, there is a limit on the number of responses you can see from someone unless you use candy. The only currency that can be purchased in Miitomo is the gold coins, which are largely used for buying clothing. By linking it up to your Nintendo account and doing certain things like checking in every day, getting a certain number of likes or hearts on your questions, you can then use these little platinum coins to earn discounts on Nintendo games, that sort of thing. And it's all very neat, and it is a lot of fun, and I think, especially in the first couple days, it took a lot of people by surprise, because I don't think this was at all what anyone was thinking it was going to be. And I kind of like it. It's a way to really kind of kill some time. It is a social network in the way that Snapchat is a social network. It is 100% pointless and kind of goofy, and it is fun. But it definitely has some issues, and I'll let Pat cover some of those.
Well, let's start with the positive. I love that you can link up to your 3DS and Wii U accounts and pull your Mii off of there. Because that was great. Because I pulled my Mii off there, changed the hair to make it longer, since my hair is longer now. I think I made my eyebrows a little bit bigger, and that was it. It's the
you
same
made your
one.
face chubbier, too, didn't you?
No, same.
I feel like you're not doing yourself justice with your Mii. You made your face way too chubby.
It's the same shape, though. It comes down and gets squared off at the end, no?
Well, fair enough. True. It's a trade-off.
I like my...
accuracy of shape for a little bit of added
puffiness,
added chipmunkness, yes.
If you look at my Wii Mii, if I show you, it's actually funny because it's how I actually looked like 8 years ago. A little bit chubbier with the spiky hair. It's in the ballpark. But anyway.
I'm in love with my Mii. I think my Mii is far more handsome than I am.
The eye is really just... I can't stand the eye. The star eyes, I can't stand.
I will never get rid of those eyes.
It makes... I don't know. Anyway, but you can bring in your character, then you can edit it so half the battle's done. But then you do a couple of cool things. You do your personality traits. Mm-hmm. Your expressiveness, your outgoingness, things like that, which actually do correspond with how your Mii moves.
Moves,
and how it reacts.
And how your room looks, too. And I should mention that's carried over from Tomodachi Life as well, that whole, making a profile.
So what's cool is that then it gives you a snapshot of your personality, which I don't want to say mine was pretty accurate, but it was fairly accurate. It's interesting when you do, it's like 6 different continuums from 0 to 10. Then you do your voice. You do your voice speed,
that's
pitch,
so much fun.
Tone, and cadence.
And there's even an accent. Accent's cadence.
So... I tried to actually match mine. I don't know if you heard mine. It's in the ballpark. It's like
Yeah, no, yours is pretty good.
It's in the ballpark. And other people's I've heard like Allie's, 8-bit Allie's is like it's kind of
Allie's
there.
Is close, yeah.
And I try to say no to her. Actually, see what it sounds like. But so that's what appeals to me. What gives it personality is that the answers get read off.
When you look at what Mii's were with the Wii and how shitty they were.
They were just like skeletons.
Hairstyle, eyes, nose, mouth. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got a pretty robust creation suite.
Yeah. You can't adjust everything. Like I don't think you can adjust like the individual like head shape and things like that. It doesn't. It's not like I don't think it's as robust as maybe the Wii U.
No, you can totally do,
can you do that?
everything. That you can
okay.
do. The reason why you don't see it is because you imported. So
is that why it didn't give you all the options?
You can go back and change it, but it kind of skips those steps for you.
And then purchasing clothes, I will say this. The only thing so far I bought was my ripped jeans and sandals. I still have the same default shirt. I'm not a big fan of the shirt selection so far. It's a little lacking.
I have some dresses. My favorite outfit so far is my Gothic Lolita dress with my space helmet. That's a good one. I also have my baggy sweatpants and my hoodie outfit, so that's a good one too.
So I'm waiting for the shirts. There was like a pocket t-shirt, which I haven't worn since I was like 21. And then,
but it looks, I don't like pocket t-shirts, but they look snappy on that. I bought a pocket t-shirt myself.
I think I want a triangle pocket. I don't want a square one.
What do you put in a triangle?
I don't know. I don't like the pocket tee. And I don't like the V-neck.
I don't like V-neck either.
The V-neck t-shirt. I want a regular t-shirt with a print.
Yeah.
And I'll be on board. Maybe like a Mario t-shirt.
There
Mario t-shirt. You hear me, Nintendo? I'll buy that with my fake currency. But that's what I like about this too. Before I get into the negative, I like the fact that so far you don't have to spend money unless you want to.
I'm low on coins, but I have not yet.
I'm not. I have like 20,000. I've bought like sandals and jeans.
Yeah, I've been more interested in the clothes, but I've still been able to buy something new every day. There is going to get to a point where those coins dry up, but at least they did a good thing by during the launch week. They gave everyone enough coins to kind of have fun with it.
So far, like I said, the coins you could mostly close. I have a feeling, Nintendo, you want to make money, be able to customize your room with stuff.
Yeah, so now that's something that you could do in Tomodachi Life that everyone's like, why can't I do that?
I think they're just laying the groundwork. You're gonna dribble it out. I have no problem with Nintendo trying to make money this way if it's a good app and you're not forced to spend money.
Sure,
I have no problem. Now here's the negative side. Adding friends sucks. It's annoying.
At first I thought it was fine until you realized
there's no direct way unless I'm sitting here with Ian. If me and Ian didn't know each other, you can say, oh, we can do it. You both hit one of the 4 icons and you can do it face to face.
Right.
You can do that. Otherwise, you got to be connected on social media. And on Twitter, on Facebook, it's fine because when you're connected on Facebook, you're friends. But on Twitter, you're only connected if you both follow each other.
Right.
So then you have to then follow someone, see him on your list to add them, then unfollow him if you don't want to follow him. I hate to say it, I don't want to follow everyone on Twitter because otherwise then Twitter is awful.
Yeah.
You want to use it sparingly.
It's not even so much necessarily that, hey, you're a bad person. It's that my feed is going to get clogged up.
Yes. So that's the bad part. But there are suggested friends from friends of friends.
That's okay.
That sort of mediates it. But I want to be able to say, what the hell is your name? I want to add you.
Well, here's the problem with the friends of friends. Now, some of them, like Alan Thompson, our good buddy Alan. I saw him on there, and I was like, oh, sweet, suggested friend. Added, done. The problem is when it's a direct friend, it will tell you what their Twitter handle is. Mm-hmm. When it's a suggested friend, it doesn't. It just tells you what kind of friend, it gives you like 1 or 2 of your shared friends.
I want to make sure I'm not adding a scumbag I don't want to add.
Yeah.
That's the one thing.
Right.
I've already seen people I can't stand as friends of friends.
Same.
I'm just like, oh, that person stabbed me in the back. That person's an asshole. That's always fun.
There's at least 3 people on my suggested friends list where I'm like, no way in fucking
probably
hell.
the same probably similar to my list a little bit. I would think. So that's fine. I can see people getting burned out by this a little bit, constantly doing the questions and answers, but I do see the value overall. Look, you can get deep with some of these. This isn't just like, oh, what kind of pie do you like? You can get into it, like, if you choose to.
Yeah.
You can be frivolous, or you can go deep on questions. It depends on what you want to do.
I think it's also, it's one of those things where the more friends you have on there, the more overwhelming it seems because you feel like you got to keep up with so much.
But you don't have to.
But you don't. And that's the thing. Psychologically, if you can just realize that, hey, today I'm going to turn this on, check in with 3 of my friends, answer some questions, and be done with it, that's when you're gonna have, I think, the most fun with Miitomo. It's when you have 50 friends or whatever, and you decide that you have to go through and try to interact with all of them. That if you feel like you have to keep up with this, you're gonna get burnt out. You're gonna have a bad time.
You're gonna have a bad time.
You're gonna have a bad time.
Do you think it's a good or bad thing for the private question and answers that only other person can see? Is that a little creepy to you, or you like the?
No, I think it's okay. I think it's fine, because if it's a question you don't want to answer, you can just hit skip.
Because that's the only way you can basically PM someone, private message someone, is through those direct interactions.
Yeah, no, I like it. I've had some fun and cute answers, and back and forth. But the whole thing is, if it's too creepy for you, you can just hit skip.
Sure, and that's what I actually do. It's a double-edged sword for not being able to instant message someone, because I think Nintendo doesn't want people using it for nefarious reasons. They want to keep more open and friendly and let's say innocent in that regard. Because I can see the trouble that could happen potentially. We'll just say the Minecraft scene, or it can get sketchy as hell.
Yeah.
I do like that, but like I said, yeah, you can have interactions like that. And plus, if you're really friends with someone, you can contact them outside your fucking phone or somewhere else.
Right. That's exactly when I visit people who ask me where you get the private interactions. If the question isn't comfortable for me, then I just skip it. And all my friends that I'm friends with in real life, I mean, what the fuck ever. It's the same thing. It's just texting them, something. So it's fine.
So this is what I see in the future for this. I see them adding little mini games a la the 3DS using your friends.
Mm-hmm.
I see that happening, like the little mini RPG thing. I see that as an easy thing to add, whether paid or free. Customizing your room and spending money to do that.
I think that's got to be the first thing, because that's the biggest complaint everyone's got so far.
And then I see some sort of group or meetup way you can interact with more than one. I see that as a possibility in the future. I'm not saying it'll be a chat room, but something interact with more than one person. I do see that down the line. And it might throw it off the whole ask. I just see it being something really cool where and you use let's meet up for this discussion about this or something.
I think I disagree with you on that, just because it's already sort of happening with the threads.
Okay. But at least see them all in the same room. I don't know. That'd be cute.
See, I thought that already happened to me once, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
Party without me in the same room.
Sorry.
So anyway, I'm the NES punk on there. After the minutes, you can't add me unless I follow you on Twitter. Since I don't have Facebook connecting, because I have 5,000 friends on Facebook, and so I don't know how to even deal with that. I don't know who would be who.
Right.
So,
but hey, I mean, for a first shot, it's got Nintendo-like problems, but it's got Nintendo-like fun.